There's a fascinating fact about certainty and the quest and conquest of people to seek certainty. And it's just as soon as you see some path that is basically unwalked and no one has went that way, you associate not only uncertainty but also um, unwise decision to go through that path. But enough times you push against that kind of belief and you go like through that path. You go through learning a language, you go through moving to a new country, you go through making this kind of decision, your own business, all of that. And every single day the percentage allocated to the kind of uncertainty not only decreases, funny enough, but also it gets more of a noise in the background. And whenever it actually gives you the result that you want, or it surprises you with the result that is still pleasant and joyful to you, you assign value retroactively to it. And what I mean is that I started writing when I was 8 years old, and till I was like 24 something years old, I was always writing out of compulsion. And I had an idea, I had to write it down. I had kind of a scene in my mind that would play out, and I would build the entire world around that scene because that has to stay somewhere. But what's fascinating to me is that when I turned 24, the compulsion actually got out of hand, and I had to literally not even put a delay of 5 minutes or even 5 seconds between the thought and actually acting upon it. If I had an idea of a book, I would write it down. If I had a full scene, I would literally extract the full, basically, frame by frame of the scene out of my skull and write it into a scene in writing. And the more I did this, the more I enjoyed and found the joy in it. That now that I can, not now that I'm not mainly rewarded for writing or anything, and I have literally built a whole career around law and privacy and whatever, consultation, my own business, I still write even more because the joy that I find in the excavation of what's inside my own skull and synthesizing everything that I see around me, extracting those scenes inside my mind, as well as um, just expressing an idea on the page, or just facing a blank page every single day. It's just so fascinating to me that no praise, no money, no nothing can actually replace that. And I think even in the subconscious of my mind, there is some disassociation with any kind of material or any kind of sense of gain to the writing. That I keep finding ways, my own business, my own consultation, all of that, to just separate the writing from the actual the working, because the work that I'm doing is not work either. It's just thinking and it's just strategizing. It's basically the follow through of the writing, but the main engine and main fuel of the writing, which is the compulsion itself, it just seems to be kind of detached from any kind of results, and that gives me infinite kind of amount of freedom to just act on the compulsion and write for myself. Even like the new book that I'm writing for a publisher, I'm writing for myself, and I'm sharing the writing with people I respect their opinions of, some lawyers, some philosophers, some bestsellers, and I'm saying this is the writing I'm writing for me, but I'm gonna edit for you. I'm gonna edit for the magazine, for the publisher, whatever. But I want the writing to exist as itself first, then to be shared as something else. Because there are literally stacked imagery, stacked kind of adjectives or whatever that could read as noisy to the like the practitioners who want to see just the end result. So I just find it quite fascinating that it just it's just quite a nice nice thing to be experimenting, because even like these videos that I'm making, I think even like after 10 days it's gonna be just um at first it's gonna be boring. It's gonna be, okay, what am I doing? This is not gonna go viral, and this is literally not even viral worthy videos. That there isn't 50 edits in it. There is no kind of holding your attention for 2 seconds by uh, occupying noise in the frames and whatever. But it's just my thinking, and I've accepted this kind of challenge of doing like 30 days of this kind of information and this kind of videos, and having my thinking out there. Because the first day surprised me the most, that I went in front of the camera, and I've done this millions of times in different scenarios, my YouTube channels, my kind of interactions with random people. I'm not hiding anything from anyone, because I have the running calculations of what am I hiding? Like, why am I gonna be hiding anything? I'm literally writing a book on privacy and whatever. That most of it is like exaggerated kind of imagination. But to like the first day surprised me the most, because I was genuinely enjoying the making of the videos. No interactions, no engagement, and no followers. But I find it kind of fascinating that I need to put myself in front of the camera 10 times a day. Maybe sometimes I'm gonna have a 10 minutes video worth of kind of content and the yapping. Maybe some of them is just 1 minute of just noticing things. But it's just like so fascinating to me that the fluctuation that it's gonna have. And even the worst case scenario, and this could be a kind of defense mechanism as well, but even the worst case scenario is gonna be, I'm gonna go and do this for 30 days, and I'm still gonna be at 0 followers, and nothing spectacular is gonna happen. But that is itself information and data for the next things I'm gonna be doing, because um, this is what I kind of what fascinates me most about these kind of experiments. That do I want to have done this differently at the end of the 30 days, or do I want to have not done this at all? And the regret of inaction for me always has weighed or has weighted like more than the the regret of action. No matter how horrendous the action, the regret of inaction is just more heavy to me. And I remember I literally had this memory that I was literally talking to my friend about, that I'm literally running out of storage, so it's gonna be the next video.